you want a tour of my office? So this is actually my first office I've ever had, which is really cool. Even though I shared it, it was still pretty cool. Let's see, we've got the bulletin board over here, which you can tell I use a lot. That's the extra monitor that I never have touched. That's where I keep my cereal. The keyboard that I never use, a book that I read, my drawers that I rarely use. As you can see, I like to just put everything on my desk all at once. My filing cabinet, my pens. This is actually a really cool mouse. It folds down like this, so it's pretty sweet. And then this is my computer, which they call a laptop, but it's actually so big that I would argue that it's borderline a desktop. It's really awesome, and it has Dolby surround sound, among other things. This desk is really cool. It actually has a little crank thing over here that you can turn, and it moves the desk up and down, so it's nice. You can always be comfortable. Whiteboard, which I haven't used this as much as other people seem to. I think I need to learn how to whiteboard better. Well, it probably would help if the desk wasn't in between me and the whiteboard, but you'll see when you walk around here, I mean, there's just whiteboarded stuff everywhere. There's tons of, kind of brainstorming going on and all that. So it's definitely a write it down and see what happens kind of culture, which is cool. It helps kind of the ideas flow, I think, which is nice. There are no windows that face the outside, which is not surprising. So I actually don't work here that often. I take my computer and go downstairs or just some other, outside or whatever. And the nice thing is the offices are great, but there's tons of other open space around. So there's always a comfortable place to set up shop that has a little more sun, a little more space if you need it. Yeah, that's kind of it. I mean, a bunch of cords on the floor. Very well connected here.
So I can't tell you a lot about what specific problems I've been working on or what specific project I'm working on, but I've definitely learned a lot this summer, as I did last summer for my internship. And the team that I've been working on is really awesome, and they're really great people, fun to be around, and very smart and very helpful. So it's been a lot of fun to spend time with them. I'm working in a group within Live Labs, which I don't know if you've heard of, but they have produced really cool products like Synth and Sea Dragon, and so you should totally look those up. This is actually my second summer as a dev intern here. Last summer I was also here working for Xbox Live on their game 1 vs. 100, which if you haven't heard of, you should totally check it out because it's really great as well. It came out this past spring and it's in its beta version, I believe, but it's a really cool, more casual gaming experience. So even if you're not a super hardcore Halo 3 gamer, you can still, play 1 vs. 100 and have a good time with the whole social aspect of it.
Where are we headed right now, Brian?
We are headed from Harbor Steps, which is back over here, and we are headed up to Pikes Place Market.
Here's the entrance to Pikes Place Market over here. It's definitely one of the more popular tourist attractions of Seattle. I'd say for good reason. It's pretty cool. There's a lot of interesting local shops there. No chains, but it's huge. I think it's 7 acres, 4 stories, and just all kinds of shops selling eclectic little things and fresh produce and food and all kinds of stuff. Let's go check it out. One of the more popular shops at the market here is the fresh fish market. If someone decides to buy one of these big old sockeye salmon here, then they'll actually toss it. And back behind this is somebody behind the counter over there to wrap up, and it's usually a hit amongst the onlookers. Here we go. Here we go. I think he wants to throw this guy. One trout! There we go. One trout coming up. Nice.
Awesome. free sample action. I have no idea why there is a pink pig there. But it really adds some character. So.
Yeah, I know there's pigs everywhere, right? But we don't know why. Alright, so we're about to enter into the bowels of this thing from kind of the backside.
To the market.
There's all kind of different kind of shops in here. Over here we have like palm reading, bead shops. There's definitely no chain outlets in this market. There's some interesting stuff. This kind of store is like so cool, and just you hope they can survive.
I know.
You know,
the classic record
store.
store.
It'd be like here in the market, but
yep. Vinyl.
$1 each. You turn your attention to this absolutely kind of disgusting landmark here in Seattle, the Wall of Gum. In places entirely covered with gum. You can't even see the brick under it. Kind of neat, I guess. Different. So we have a few gum artists here and making some interesting shapes with their discarded gum. If I had some gum right now, I'd add it to the wall. I've yet to leave my mark on this, but before I leave Seattle, I think that's got to go on the to-do list.